This is New York City. City of dreams, of towering ambition, of dazzling lights. A story that began on a night so cold, the air itself seemed to crackle. It was on this night that a tiny 3-month-old life was found, discarded like trash in a flimsy cardboard box. His name is Leo. Leo's small body was a pale, frozen blue. He had stopped shivering, a terrifying sign that his body was giving up its fight for warmth. The veterinary team immediately went to work, a flurry of controlled chaos aimed at one single, precious goal: to save this tiny soul. They used every tool at their disposal. Warm fluids were gently pumped into his veins. For hours they fought, monitoring his vitals, whispering words of encouragement, refusing to give up on the fragile life in their hands. The night stretched on, long and uncertain. The team worked tirelessly, but Leo remained unresponsive. The hope that had burned so brightly at the start began to flicker. It seemed the cold had claimed him, that their efforts were in vain. But then, as the first rays of dawn painted the New York sky, something miraculous happened. Just as the veterinary staff were preparing for the worst, a tiny, almost imperceptible movement. Leo, against all odds, feebly wagged his tail. It was a small gesture, but it was a sign of a fighter, a spark of life that refused to be extinguished. In that moment, the entire room breathed a collective sigh of relief. Tears of exhaustion turned into tears of joy. Leo was going to make it. Today, if you saw Leo, you would never guess the trauma he endured. He's a whirlwind of happy energy. He chases balls with boundless enthusiasm, his tail a constant wagging blur. He showers everyone he meets with wet, sloppy kisses, his eyes full of nothing but love and trust. He loves snuggling on the couch, burying his head in a warm lap, a gentle reminder of the comfort he was once so cruelly denied. His transformation is a testament to his own incredible resilience and the compassion of those who refuse to let him die. He is no longer the frozen puppy in a box. He is a beloved member of a family. Leo's story is a powerful reminder of what's possible when we choose to act. When we see an animal in need and decide to be their voice, their rescuer, their hope. But Leo's story is also a heartbreaking exception. For every Leo that is saved, there are countless others who are not so lucky. As we speak, thousands of other Leos are out there. They are shivering in cold alleys, hiding under cars, or languishing in overcrowded shelters. They are scared, they are hungry, and they are desperately waiting for their own miracle. These animals don't have a voice to ask for help. They rely entirely on us, on our kindness, our awareness, and our willingness to step in. The problem of animal homelessness and neglect can feel overwhelming, so big that we don't know where to start. But it starts with one person, one act of kindness, one decision to help. So, what can you do? It starts with being aware. If you see an animal that appears to be in distress, lost, or abandoned, don't just walk by. Make a call. Contact your local animal control, a nearby shelter, or a rescue organization. You could be their only chance. That one phone call can literally be the difference between life and death. Consider opening your home. Fostering an animal is one of the most impactful ways you can help. By providing a temporary, safe space for an animal to recover, you're not just saving one life. You're also freeing up a spot in a shelter for another animal in desperate need. Shelters are often at maximum capacity, and fosters are their lifeline. And of course, adoption. If you are ready to bring a pet into your life, please choose adoption. Shelters are full of incredible animals of all breeds, ages, and sizes, just waiting for a family to call their own. When you adopt, you give a deserving animal a second chance at a life filled with love and security. Volunteering your time at a local shelter is another amazing way to contribute. Shelters rely on volunteers for everything from walking dogs and socializing cats to helping with cleaning and administrative tasks. Wrote, every hour you give makes a tangible difference in the lives of these animals, providing them with the care and attention they crave. And if you can't commit your time, consider donating. Even a small donation can provide food, medicine, and critical supplies. Rescue organizations run on shoestring budgets and depend on the generosity of the community to continue their life-saving work. Every dollar helps. Leo's story had a happy ending because someone chose to get involved. Someone saw a flicker of life and refused to let it go out. We all have the power to be that person. We can be the warmth for an animal shivering in the cold.
Ow!
We can be the hero in their story. Let's not let their silent pleas go unanswered. Let's create a world where no animal is left to freeze in a cardboard box. Be their flashlight in the dark. Be their miracle. Will you be their warmth? Thank you for watching. And if you have a rescue story of your own, we would love to read it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of hope and resilience. Together, we can make a difference.